This is Build a Big Podcast. David Hooper here. Last episode, part 1. That's really where you need to start. If you haven't already heard that, go download it. BigPodcast.com is where to find it. I'm going to assume that you started there, but if not, I'm going to give you my disclaimer. There's no porn in this podcast. It is a podcast about podcasting. The reason that I say porn in the title is because this involves a woman named Mia Khalifa, a former adult film actress. She was going to be interviewed on a podcast with Lance Armstrong called Forward, and she didn't want to talk about that aspect of her career. You can understand why she wouldn't want that. However, your audience is curious about that aspect of things, and this is so common. I've got the same issue. If you've listened for a while, you may know this. I've got a background in the music industry, in the entertainment industry. What you may not know is I also wrote a pretty well-known book about mindset that a lot of new age people love. They still love it. It still does very well. I don't talk about it a lot, not because I'm trying to hide it, but because I'm more interested in being known for my marketing ability, specifically my ability to help you spread your message. But sometimes I get booked for an interview. People are going to want to talk about this. I'll give you an example. It's not just interviews, it's just in general conversation. I was at a party this weekend. Somebody walks up to me. I knew her casually. She said, "I didn't know you were famous." And that actually happens a lot because I'm on the radio and people will hear me on the radio, not know it's me because the engineers make me sound so good. And when they meet me in person, it's like, I don't know, not that exciting, I guess. They don't recognize the voice always. And sometimes they don't put two and two together. But this lady says, "I saw you in a movie last night." Not like Mia Khalifa, not one of those movies, but it was a documentary with me in it talking about this book. I want you to think about that situation. You're at a party. Somebody knows you for something that you did in the past, but you're not doing now. What do? Change the subject? No, that's not me. Deny it. Act like it doesn't exist. You could do that, but if people are interested, why not? Maybe you don't want to be known for that in the future, but don't kill the rapport by not talking about what it is that you've done in the past. Give a nod to it and then move forward. Here's my general approach on this. Last week I was speaking at an event. I had a guy approach me about doing another speaking engagement. This one was for musicians. And I refused that. And the reason I refused that is because I've jumped off that ship. That ship has moved on. I'm on another ship now. As a guest, I think it's fine to have direction. If somebody primarily wants to talk about something that you did in the past, you can say no to that. But let's look at it from both ways. As a host, that guy wants to know about what you did in the past. I don't think he should compromise. I don't think you need to compromise. However, it is part of your past. When it comes up in another interview, if that's not the main focus, if you've agreed to it, go with it. Our backgrounds are what make us the people that we are. The people that you dated before you got married, they are what enabled you to get married. You learn things in those relationships that you are using in your current relationship. What we've done in the past, our relationships, activities, the work that we've done, it gives our podcast the differentiating factors that we need to stand out. So let's not deny that. The work that you've done, the relationships that you've had, the activities that you participated in, that's what got you here. Even if you jumped off the ship, even if that ship is moving on and you have absolutely no desire to get back on it. Mia Khalifa, let's talk about her specifically. She is known because of 3 months she spent making adult film. Was that a bad decision? Maybe. But it's what got her here. And your decisions, good or bad, that's what got you here. Embrace them.